Hey guys, Aileen here. Just with a quick update video, let you guys know how I'm doing on the new product that I've been trying, which is called Somaderm. This is the old bottle, this is the new bottle. I wanted to show you both of them so you could recognize them. So I have been going through my perimenopause funness. Yeah, that whole journey for the past 6 years so far. I first started to decline on my hormones at about 30, and I'm 36 now. Wasn't until I got to about 34 that I realized that it was perimenopause due to premature ovarian failure brought on by my autoimmune disease, which causes my white spots, my white hair, this vitiligo. Anyhow, back to the Somaderm. I took it for about a week at the wrong dosage, and it didn't do anything for me. I upped the dosage, and I started feeling a difference. The first thing that I saw change was I used to have a bunch of little tiny bumps all over my arms. I don't know exactly what they were. They kind of looked like pimples, but they weren't. They had clear fluid inside, kind of like water, and I would pick them because they were annoying, and I have a compulsion to pick things. And so I would always have little scabs all over my arms. If you look at my old videos from my Make Money Online channel, you'll see band-aids all over my arms because I was trying not to pick at them. Those went away completely within the first week and have not returned, and it's amazing. I feel like I didn't even know that was hormonal, so that was a huge thing for me. The second thing I started feeling within the second week was that my skin was no longer itchy. I mean, after a shower it's still itchy, of course, but it used to be as soon as I woke up, my skin was itchy, my legs, my arms. Sometimes before bed I would lay in bed just twitching because my legs were itching so much. And I don't know exactly what that's caused by. I just know it's hormonal, and my skin was ridiculously itchy. And it stopped being itchy, which was a great relief. Somewhere at the 2-week mark, I decided to try a night without my progesterone cream. And I didn't have any night sweats, which is the main reason that I take the progesterone cream, to keep the night sweats away. Because they did get pretty bad at one point. But not taking the progesterone did not have an effect. I had no night sweats, so I've not taken any since then, and they have not returned. So that's pretty cool. My hot flashes have also stopped. I didn't have them too often before, but every time I worked out, I did. And I go to Zumba at least once a week, and for the last 2 years at least, I've had to stop 20 to 30 minutes into the class for about 5 or 6 minutes and then go back in so that I don't have a hot flash, and then I usually would still have one at the very end of the class or on my drive home. And it has been 3 weeks of classes without any hot flashes at all. So that's pretty exciting. So as far as my hot flashes, I think they're gone as well at the moment. My main reason for trying this cream was that I have been without a libido for 6 years, and I have been searching for anything to bring it back because I'm married and I want to stay married, and you know, sex is kind of an important part of marriage. So the last 6 years it has been well, just pretty much a chore for me. We schedule a day, and that's it. I do what I have to be part of it, but mostly just lay there in pain. I noticed maybe the second week, that I started having, every now and then I have a sex dream, which was super weird because my brain has not been interested in sex at all. So that was kind of new. And then a few weeks ago, we were going through the act, and it didn't hurt, and that was new because it's definitely been very painful for the last couple of years. And then this week, I actually enjoyed it. I will tell you this, I still didn't want it going in. I still didn't have that want for sex, but I actually enjoyed myself, which has been maybe like 5 years since that happened. So while I did not get my libido back yet, I can tell you it's probably right around the corner because of those things, and that's really exciting to me because I have tried everything under the sun to get my libido back, including testosterone. Testosterone cream and testosterone pellets did absolutely nothing for me. So the last thing I will say, and this was something I wasn't expecting, because when I first started with my peri-menopause journey, when it got really, really bad a couple years ago, and I started forgetting things, and I was just overwhelmed emotionally with everything. When I went on hormones, initially they put me on birth control, and then I put myself on an estrogen, progesterone, over-the-counter plant-based trans-dermal creams, and then I was put on a prescription testosterone cream. Those things, I felt, took away the fog and the heaviness, and I thought I was back to normal, aside from all the health issues. But just maybe a week and a half ago, I started to feel a clarity that I completely forgot even existed. So what I'm saying is there was still that fog and that heaviness on me. I just was unaware because I've gotten so used to it. I didn't realize that I wasn't back to normal mentally and emotionally. I had told my husband, we had planned when we got married that 5 years in we would start the whole family thing, and we've never planned on having babies. We always wanted to adopt, and we planned to adopt through the foster care system. But I had told him, even just a couple months ago, that it's too much for me right now. I couldn't imagine taking on something so big right now when I'm trying just to figure out how to get back to me, which may sound really stupid and selfish if you're not in my shoes, but when you're dealing with all of this, just the tiniest little thing becomes such a weight on your shoulders. But I told him a week and a half ago that I kind of feel ready now. I feel like we can get ready and start taking steps towards that. So we're house hunting now. We're looking for a bigger house, and then we're going to go through the foster care certification and start having kids in our home, and I'm super excited about that. And I feel like this gel has done something to my body to get me to a place where I'm not overwhelmed by that anymore. So a couple of little answers to questions you're going to ask. It costs $140 a bottle, and that's a lot. But I can tell you now, after taking it for a month, I would pay $400 a bottle. I would figure out a way to keep feeling this way. It's also sold through an online company with direct sales. It is not a multi-level marketing. It is direct sales. But if that kind of thing turns you off, then I would recommend you find something else. For me, this is the only thing that has worked this much, this fast, and it is accumulative. So the longer you take, the more it does for you. It is not a human growth hormone gel. It is not putting human growth hormone into your body. It is putting microdosing of other hormones to signal your body to produce more human growth hormone. If you want more information about this, I did put together a whole page on my website with videos from doctors and people who've been on it much longer to give you kind of an idea of what else can happen for you. I'm still using medication to sleep at night, and that's one of the things that I'm hoping will change in the next few months, because 3 Benadryls and 2 melatonins is a bit much, but I value my sleep, so I do what I have to sleep. I know that with menopause and perimenopause, there are so many symptoms that we face, sometimes not even knowing that they're hormone related, like my little bumps. So if you're facing something that I didn't mention, it doesn't mean that this couldn't help you. I would urge all of you to do what you can to get a bottle of this and try it. If money is an issue, I do make money online stuff all the time, and I have a funding page set up to help people get access to $100, and then access to a $500 loan. Those only work in the US, so if you're outside the US, I apologize. Those options aren't going to work for you. But those are on my website as well. If you just click on funding options, there's some information about that. So aside from that, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. If I don't have the questions, I will ask somebody else and get it for you. But yeah, that's it. That has been my 1 month in, experience with Somaderm so far. So I was a big fat skeptic about this stuff to start with. I heard about it over a year ago, and I didn't really know that it could help with hormones until maybe a couple months ago, and then I already had other things I was going to try, and I wanted to try them first, and so I did, and now I'm just bummed that I waited so long, because where could I have been if I had tried this sooner? So hope you guys are doing well. If this is not a fit for you, then I wish you luck in finding something else. But if you suffer from any of the things that I talked about, or you suffer from symptoms that you've not been able to treat yet, I would recommend that you try this stuff. It has been an absolute godsend for me, and I can't wait to see what else it does. I will do a second month and third month update for you guys, so keep your eyes open for those. So yeah, that's it. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video. All right, bye.